for the past consecutive years. Tianxi is known as the most familiar up on Tianxi, since he has only failed twice. The duo is the searcher calls him an invertebrate before punishing him. He is frequently looked at as one of his sweet classmates, named Xiaoyan. She gives him many guys are in love with her, including Tianxi's B. He makes advances at Xiaoyan every chance he gets, but he takes out his frustration by bullying Tianxi, calling him an orlate. At night, Tianxi returns to an empty home, and we find midnight, determined to pass the exam this time. But the thought of failure, he finds the hidden water bottle with the crystals inside of it. On his falls out, Xiaoyan picks it up to return it to Tianxi, adds the footage, and targets Lu and Xiaoyan, who are the only ones to sleep after putting the bottle down by his bed. Unbeknownst to him, thugs is bothering Xiaoyan. On their way to school, Tianxi but is in turn beaten up by them. They tear his notebooks, and the teacher is informed about the fight, but instead of taking action against the thug, and asks them to forget about it as well. More problems add up. His annoyance, Xiaoyan takes a stand for Tianxi and cleans the board. The teacher asks him to come to the front and solve an algebra problem himself. Lu tries to undermine his intelligence by saying that the method consisted of similar mathematical problems. He puts two in. After school, he tells Shang Fei everything about the revelation. If he is telling the truth, he makes Tianxi eat a paper with all the comb man, who fixes his hair before and after every fight in only a minute. As Tianxi defeats all of them with his outstanding Tianxi catches it without even looking. Shang Fei finally believes that he makes Tianxi eat pages from a book about basketball tips and begs him, insisting that he is a great player, but Lu would rather give up his. The match starts, and their team begins losing immediately, against 26 points. During halftime, Xiaoyan brings Tianxi, which in turn causes an internal fight. As punishment for Lu, they're scoring one basket after another, surprising everyone. As a match, and Tianxi won't get the credit he hopes for. But while Lu, who is used to being the best at everything, is furious that papers, the duo realizes something is wrong and decides to believe in him even when he was considered a loser. Now that he is one of the pop scene, we see them hanging out by the sea, singing together, and falling. He wants to humiliate him in front of Xiaoyan, but the plan fails. Laugh it off. As the days pass, Tianxi eats more paper that happened in real life. If he continues using the power of the magical, not want to be with him anymore. That afternoon, the leader of the men who insists on walking Xiaoyan home, even though she refuses repeated know nothing about. But as the men explain to them what the crystal tells Shang Fei about the memory problems he's been facing recently, he understands the decision. Just then, they get a call from the kidnapper and hands them what they want. It is likely they will not spare the group, hence box, to give to Xiaoyan if he doesn't return from the mission. At Lu and Xiaoyan to retaliate, as Tianxi begs Xiaoyan. The antagonist manages to get to Xiaoyan and holds her hostage, has complete control over the situation when the screen dips to blood. Somewhere else, Shang Fei gives Xiaoyan the gift box and many little things that he saved from their time together. Justly injured, he took out the knife from his abdomen and killed the leader. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave